Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Centuries ago, the ancient and authoritative Vedic treatise, Srimad Bhagavatam, prophesied the reappearance of Lord Krishna in the Kali Yuga. True to its prophecy, the Lord appeared in the guise of his own devotee as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Mayapur, a small village near the banks of the river Ganges in West Bengal. Many decades later, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, a respected scholar, judge and government administrator of Jagannath Puri, rediscovered Mayapur and its spiritual significance. The visionary Bhakti Vinod predicted that the day was not far when the citizens of countries across all continents would perform Harinam Sankirtan with their Indian brothers at a massive holy Kirtan temple in Mayapur. A temple of grandeur and dimension that would draw people of all nationalities to Mayapur to experience love of God as taught by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A unique temple that would boldly present the Vedic model of the universe through a planetarium, providing visitors with an enlightening tour of the cosmos, as described in Srimad Bhagavatam, a temple aptly named the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. Just as the sun first rises in India and gradually spreads its light to the west, the matchless splendor of spiritual truth appears first in India and gradually spreads to the Western countries. The realization of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's vision gathered further momentum, first in India by his exalted son, Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur, and throughout the rest of the world by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Armed only with Srimad Bhagavatam and 40 rupees, the 70-year-old Srila Prabhupada sought the blessings of his Guru at his Samadhi at Mayapur and embarked on his mission to New York in 1965. Within 10 years, he made Krishna's name a household word, transforming millions of lives throughout the world. Today, thousands of Krishna devotees from almost every country dedicate their thoughts and actions towards pleasing the Supreme Lord at more than 400 temples, including 60 farm communities, 50 schools, and 90 restaurants. Some of the programs undertaken by ISKCON include Food for Life, where over billions of people have been provided with nutritious prasadam, orphanages and hospitals, cow care and protection. With Mayapur as the root of the ISKCON tree, Srila Prabhupada was confident that all those associated with ISKCON would unite to water their spiritual root and help build the Vedic temple as its flagship temple. In line with his grand vision, the Vedic planetarium will feature a giant rotating model that will demonstrate the movements of the planetary systems as described in the sacred scriptures, with displays that will explain how these movements correspond to the visible universe of our experience. Pilgrims to the planetarium will commence their journey from the lower planets, moving up through the earthly realm, onto the higher planetary systems, crossing the boundary of the material universe, before finally reaching the spiritual abode of Lord Sri Krishna. Located within the western dome of the temple will be the planetarium theatre that will be used for screening a range of Vedic presentations to establish that life in this universe is not as a result of chance or some mechanistic processes, but because it has been created by the original living being, Sri Krishna. The mere sight of the magnificent temple will evoke an appreciation for the Supreme Lord and awaken that devotion for Him that lies dormant within our hearts.
Hare Krishna. Mayapur, the land of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I had visited the Mayapur temple on the banks of the river Ganga some time ago, as I was keen on connecting with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Narsingadev. Even at that time, I could feel Lord Krishna's sublime presence in every corner of the magnificent temple. It was at this place that I had the first breathtaking darshan of the Lord and Sri Radharani with the Ashtasakhis.
The temple of the Vedic planetarium is estimated to cost $60 million to complete, with the choicest building materials being sourced from throughout the world. Construction work has already commenced at the selected site, with the project having been commissioned to Gammon India Limited, a leading construction company of India, who have experience in the construction of large projects such as this. The first step towards this noble cause has been initiated by Ambrish Das, great-grandson of the renowned auto magnate and entrepreneur Henry Ford, Srila Prabhupada's devoted disciple, with an initial generous contribution to fund this project. The balance of funds will be received through donations from devotees and well-wishers who are keen to be part of this historic opportunity.
The temple, with over 20,000 square meters of floor space, will be the largest Vedic temple in the world. The main dome will cover a magnificent kirtan hall, 50,000 square feet in area, free from any columns and having the capacity to hold over 10,000 pilgrims at any time. Its specially designed interior will make it one of the most acoustically perfect structures of its kind. An incomparable 140-foot altar at the heart of the main temple room will house the deities of the Panchatattva, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his 4 principal associates, Sri Sri Radha Madhava and the 8 principal gopis.
A grand temple is planned on the banks of the river Ganga as a home for the most lovingly worshipped deities of Radha Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Narsingadev. I look forward to the day when we will be sitting together in this magnificent new temple to worship their lordships.
When we come together to serve Lord Krishna, when we all water the root of a single tree, all our desires for serving Him are fulfilled. We welcome you to be a part of this historic event that is destined to leave one of the greatest legacies in history, bestow boundless blessings on you and your families for many generations, provide spiritual joy to millions throughout the centuries, and make the world a better place to live.